medium compounds he's been running for the past 2 laps. So Kieran obviously sees some pace still left in those tyres. But then, if he does have more pace in those tyres, so would all the soft runners, so they definitely need to get the move on. We still have plenty of time, but still, they should probably consider getting a move on, as Gleaming is about to come onto his flying lap for the for his first lap, actually. His first flying lap on some soft compounds. Hopefully he'll be up there with his teammate on the mediums, which I think for Gleaming won't be too hard of a task, but we will find out as he is starting his flying lap now, and we'll be back with him in a moment. Aiden's going to come into the pits for a change of tyre, so is Rick, and the Hassa CVT, I think, is going straight across the line again on those same soft compounds he's been running for a while now, but he had a bit of a blunder because that was a 1:44.
So everyone's current best time is obviously here, but the most interesting thing, FNCO Tom and Josh Tomo only separated by, I believe that's 4 thousandths?
4 thousandths of a second, yes. They are separated, FNCO Tom and Josh Tomo.
Camera sounds. Shit.
Separated by 4 thousandths of a second. So, any minor improvement from those two, we'll see them.
Is that as Josh Tomo, I believe, letting Ocean through?
I think Gleaming's actually about to go for fastest. But
Gleaming is showing really good pace, 51.8 sector 2. Oh no, Gleaming, he's not into the pits. So Gleaming goes P2 ahead of his teammate Kieran by only a tenth. So 2 tenths separating the top 3 here.
Yeah, but there's more pace in those soft tyres, because 1/10 is not the soft tyre advantage. About 1 second, so we should be seeing, hopefully the soft tyres get a bit better.
I can see Tom validated his lap, I believe. So he is either going to pit or, yep, he pits. That is that's the Gleaming getting out of the way.
Oyston's about to set his first lap of the day. It's looking to be somewhere among those 117s, I think. Maybe even a 160, and it's a 116.704.
Wow, that is close.
Nothing like the pace we should be seeing up that soft compound, though. And I think we're going to see that pace, though, that's been missing for the whole of the qualifying session finally come out as Kieran moves to the softs.
Personally, I think Kieran is going to get pole, unless Fishy, Oyston, Gleaming, Verify and Josh Tomo all have something to say about it. But Kieran coming out onto track now, leaving his teammate going through the final turn. He's either going to pit or he's going for another push lap. He's got 0% tyre wear, so Gleaming is definitely going for another push lap.
One thing we're yet to talk about is Rick hasn't set a time. And he's been having quite the struggle at the minute. NSR or MCFC or Billy hasn't even come out the pit lane, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, Fishy has spun. Yeah, Connor Kidd and MCFC have both. Well, Connor Kidd's come out the pits, but he's not currently out right now. So we're going to need to come out in roughly about 5 minutes if they want to set a lap. But that is Gleaming on another push lap, so we're going to ride on board with him here from my POV of the comp box. As Josh Tomo goes purple through all 3 sectors, sitting a 1:16.5. We're Gleaming now to the end of sector 3. He goes purple with a 51.5. So Gleaming through to, I believe this is turn 13. I don't know. As Aiden spins off into the gravel through to.
I hate to jinx it now, but I think Rick's actually about to set his first lap.
He is. Gonna watch Rick. What is his time?
But it's not fast. It's only a 1:22.3.
Gleaming goes second with a 1:16.6. That's a brilliant lap from Gleaming. Going across the line to start his lap. Next across the line will be Jammy, but he invalidates again. Such bad luck for the man making his Red Bull debut. The man from Finland making his Red Bull debut here.
Josh Palmer somehow picked up fastest while I wasn't paying attention. Whoa. Because he's on a 1:16.550.
Fishy's just... I caught that on stream there, just really, really close. Fishy nearly drove into the back of the monster. I just got that on my stream there.
Of course, Josh Palmer having some, maybe, some teammate issues first half of the season, maybe lack of communication. Speaking of, he's on the gravel. But Josh Palmer, maybe not off to the best. Well, he had a great season, but I think the dynamic in AlphaTauri was due a change. So they bring in Richie Valentine, and so far it's working well for them. But he has been struggling, and there goes Rick setting a lap at last.
That is more like
1:16.227. Sorry. That is a Rick time that you would expect, but he has instantly invalidated. So maybe not a great racing circuit for Rick, as he's going to be picking up quite a few penalties.
Man from the UK, just like most of us here, really not having the best of luck. He's been impeded, he's had invalidations, he's had mistakes. But we're going to go on board with him now. We're going to see what he can do, see what lap time he can get. But is that FNC Thomas funny? Yes, it is. Down at turn 8. Really the start of the roller coaster section. We're back on board with Kieran, making his Aston Martin debut. Goes purple in sector 1 here. Let's see what he can do. Through turn 6, absolutely flat out. Turn 7, a little dab off the throttle and on the brake. Through turn 8, third gear, 69 miles per hour. And easily back onto the throttle as quick as you can. Through to turn 9, and up to turns 10 and 11. Turn 10, flat out. Heavy braking right into turn 11. Absolutely right on the cusp of invalidation. Both entry and exit. Flat out again through turn 12 and into turn 13. Again, as quick on the power as you can possibly be on no traction there. Again, heavy braking down into turn 13 and easily flat through the final corner of turn 15. So we're going to see now, where will this lap time put Kieran? He goes only second. That is so close between him and Rick. That is Jammy, I believe.
That is a 1:16.243 from Kieran, putting him about 2/100ths away from Rick, so it could be a quite little bit of a last second stint here from Kieran, just trying to improve his time a little bit. He is already, he's up 3/10, so I thought he was down. So yeah, he's going on a cool down lap, hopefully comes out again, maybe to snag that P1, but of course, Aston Martin with the dynamic right now is working really well for them. But so's Williams with up there with both their drivers, and AlphaTauri of course as well. So it could be a three-way constructors at the minute. But NSR, MCFC Billy finally comes out the pit lane as soon as I mention his name. Connor Kidd also due out the pit lane, I believe, any minute. And Aiden is also
if Kieran's going to box, he's going to need to make it as quick as
he's already invalidated. NSR has already invalidated.
Yep. Well, that is tough luck for the Alpine driver. His Tier 1 debut once again after quite the long hiatus, I think. Whatever. Anyway, Aiden up to the line now. His lap time a 1:17.4, sorry, puts him P11.
Aiden gets promoted one position. It's not what he wants right now. He wants to be up near the front, but of course we have a lot of strong contenders near the front. Someone else who was... Oh, and speaking of Aiden, just as I was about to come off him,
poor Aiden.
Spins it out through turn 2, 3,
Beaming through turn 3, we're going to go on board. Oh, apologies there, Cameron.
Jammy was also moving into Tier 1, currently stuck in P10, and he hasn't had much signs of improving by that much, although the lap time he's setting currently is looking on the good side, as he's, I think it was 3/10, which would promote him up into P9, but of course, coming from all the way at the front of tier 1, tier 2 in some races, to all the way to the back. Well, not all the way to the back, but towards the back. But as I say that, he's stuck himself within the midfield, so Jammy just needing a minute to catch his mojo up again, and seems that's the issue with a lot of the drivers at the minute.
If Kieran protects his tyres for too long throughout his lap, he's not going to make the flag here. He's not going to make the flag. 59 seconds to go. If he gets too much traffic and has to protect his tyres for too long to prevent them from overheating, getting too cold, he's not going to make the flag, which means P2 will be his best. So he's really going to have to push on the outlap here. Just something nobody wants to do.
For reference, that
It's
was
Rick now
JDM
to 159.
Rick taps into the 115s, and Kieran, if he keeps on preserving the tyres the way he is,
yeah, Kieran, he'll make it.
Wasn't going to make it, but now he is going to make it, and that is essentially what JDM said there in that moment of silence. The stream picked up and aided the tyres in the pit lane.
Kieran started his lap now. We're going to go on board with him for the final push here in this short qualifying session. Only 14 drivers today turning up. Jammy goes P8 though, so no improvement for the Red Bull driver. Back on board with Kieran, absolutely flying through turn 3. Will this be fastest sector 1? Yes it is. 21.6 through sector 1. Absolutely flying.
That's a spun car.
Oh,
that's FNCO Tom.
Oh,
but,
Billy as well.
And that's another spun car. That's a crash car. Verify.
Oh no.
Ooh. Do not know what happened there. He seemed to have
oh, he's lost the rear on.
But,
yeah, he's lost the rear on exit. Back on board with Kieran. Purple sector 2. 51-1 for Kieran. Jamie saying his Wi-Fi is going, so
Rick.
That might not be good for
coming up to the line at 1:33, so he'll be coming in the pits, and here comes
Kieran round the
JDM
turn.
keeps going on about. Here comes Kieran, yellow flag
Will
down
it be
the main
purple?
straight, but that shouldn't be.
No, it won't. Oh, that is such tough luck for Kieran.
It is minor improvement.
Such
he taps in. He's 1/1000th above his best time, so sadly just not get that position over Rick. Yes, he was. His current lap time was a 1:16.031. His best is a 1:16.030. Here comes Oislin then across the line, finishes P7.
He's saying his best for me was a 1:16.2.
Here comes FNCO Tom into the pit lane slowly as gleaming eyes about to come back across the line and waiting for Josh Tomo, and he's in the pit now. So that is the end of qualifying.
Yep, you can just retire now, lads. Really appreciate it.
Why am I going back to the Premier League?
Oh, yoy.
Oh, it's not the transfer.
But yes, this is your grid then for the race. Rick, P1 for William, of course. Team for the start of the season. Kieran in his new move to Aston Martin. Old Kieran may be returning here. Where's his move to Aston Martin? And then Josh Pomo trying to keep that challenge on Kieran. Hopefully we see some front battles with them today. And the rest of your grid. Fishy Valentine heading on P4, FNCO Tom P5, Gleaming P6, Oislin P7, Jamming P8, The Monster himself P9, Verify P10, Connor Kid P11, Billy P12, Aiden P13, and CVT Scopes P14 in the Haas. Hopefully
Tom,
we have a good race ahead of us.
Why should I be banned for that cam review? Why should I be banned for that cam review? Because it's bad? Yeah, I agree. Can't customize it though, it's just the camera settings I use, so you'll have to suck it up. If you don't want to watch it, go to Cameron's stream.
But a good race ahead of us then. No weather implications by the sounds of it. Looking nice and dry on the track. No, not even a cloud in the sky. Nice and clear. Seems like there's going to be no issues as we go into the formation lap around Portimao, around the Algarve International Circuit. As we wait for the drivers to start the formation lap, momentarily as we will see the lights go out for the formation lap. And there they go as we go around.
I'll do the weekend stuff.
So after the mid-season break, we are back and we're around the Algarve International Circuit in Portimao, Portugal. With the driver transfers mixing it up in the second half of the season. With Tier 1, we will be using the hardest of the Pirelli range. So we have the C3 for the softs, the C2 for the mediums, and the C1s for the hards. 15 corners around Portimao today, which takes us 4.635 kilometers or 2.891 miles. A track that is described as F1's roller coaster with some pretty uphill and downhill sections to the circuit. There are 2 DRS zones at this track which are proved powerful and can either lead to a really nice overtake or multiple collisions. Portugal hosted round 1 of season 2 and gave us our first ever tier 2 race and wet tier 2 race. It saw a 1-2 from AlphaTauri in tier 1, which both drivers are now teammates again, but as Aston Martin. So of course that was Kieran.
Rick really wants to get this race started here. He's really pulling away. You can see him, he's already in turn 12 here. The rest of them just going through turn 9.
Kieran then picking up his second win of the season, last race where he waved goodbye to his old team in AlphaTauri, which was with them for 1.5 seasons. Then he moves to Aston Martin, reunited with Gleaming, who finished P2 at Abu Dhabi, bringing it home. His second constructive podium as well. Just behind Gleaming was Verify, who was a reserve driver for Abu Dhabi, but will now make his appearance as a full-time Mercedes driver in this weekend of Portimao. Championship leader Josh Tomo lost his podium streak, finishing P4 at AlphaTauri, with the strategy being the main reason for his loss. A number of driver transfers has happened over the mid-season in Tier 1, which will also be exciting to see the driver lines up on the grid on Saturday with 6 rounds and races to go. Can Kieran keep the momentum and catch up to win the championship, and can anyone put a stop to it?
So Jamie isn't actually racing.
Oh.
Yeah, Jamie's not racing. His AI is his Wi-Fi. His mega
Wi-Fi's
problems. Yeah, his Wi-Fi's one. So everyone lining up onto the grid now for the 7th. Well, for the Wait, what? For the 3rd Rapid Racing League Portuguese Grand Prix.
1 light, 2 light, 3
3
light, 4
light, 5 lights. And it's go, go, go! Rick with a much better start. Kieran having a bad start. There's Gleaming really pulling out there. Gleaming up into P5 off the start.
Ooh!
Oh, there's a big crash. Kieran spun round. Oh no!
Teammate.
Josh Tomo, he's lost front wing.
The ex-teammate
Josh Tomo's been hit off.
collide into side by side.
This has to be at least a
1.
virtual safety car. This has to be a virtual safety car. There's debris everywhere.
Safety car.
Not even virtual,
No
there's a lot of debris.
Rick takes P1
Rick, a
still.
2nd and 5 tenths ahead already. But FT Tom with a brilliant start up into P2. Gleaming with a start up into P3.
FNCO Tom and Herrick P2 from that Kieran and Josh Tomo collisions. 2 ex-teammates collide in a fit of anger. The predicted pit stop strategy is a 2-stop, although Josh Tomo will be taking one of those stops earlier
Kieran
than he
won
would
the
like
outside
to.
of Jamie instantly. What a move! But poor
of
Josh
course.
Tomo, he's got no front wing. You have
Josh
to feel
Tomo
bad for the
falling down the
AlphaTauri driver.
order.
Having such a good qualifying just for it to all
No
be ruined by
front
the
wing.
first turn. But this is what you've got to be careful of at Portimao. Got to be careful of turn 1 collisions. We had it yesterday in the F2 race. Me and a lot of other drivers involved in the first wet race of the season, I believe, actually. But yeah, this is what you've got to be careful of. It can happen at any moment.
But
We're going to go on board
yeah,
with Kieran, really gaining on Billy here. He could actually have the opportunity to go down the inside at turn 5. Billy goes really wide. That gives him a much better kind of, well, exit toward against Aiden. CVT with a good start though, up into P9 from P14 is the Haas driver. Aiden from P11 to P10. As Oysen is our first driver with penalties today. Yeah. Looks like I'm alone for a few minutes, so yeah. Kieran already within 2 attempts of Billy and Aiden here. DRS coming into effect next lap. So this is going to be really, really crucial for all 3 drivers here. It could be a DRS trade here. Everyone's trying to get past CVT. So round the final turn, these 4 go. Rick sets another fastest lap. So round the final turn, these 4 go. CVT having a better exit than Aiden. But Kieran going down, going for a very easy move there on Billy. Will he be able to complete the move into turn 1? Yes, he will. Much, much cleaner. But Billy comes back. Kieran sends it back down the inside of turn 3. No contact made up into turn 4 here. And as our fights back, but he's not made the move stick there. As Aiden is going to get the move here on CVT. Down the inside goes Aiden. They both go wide. Bit of contact there between the Haas and the Alfa Romeo. But this is really going to invite Kieran and Billy to the party here. So CVT being dropped down to 11th. It's Gleaming gets up into P3. I think Tom loses P4. As Aiden gets a penalty now. Kieran, oh my god, I'm sorry, I can't speak. Kieran round the outside of CVT.
CVT goes Kieran. CVT was having a little bit of fight with Aiden. Aiden gets past, and
FNC Tom past Oysen.
Oysen's having a bit of fight right now.
Round the outside goes FNC Tom. Can he make the move stick? Can he make the move stick? No, he can't. But he's fighting back against Oysen here. So much drama coming on. But FNC Tom with a much better run out of the final turn here, turn 15. But Oysen has enough. But they don't have enough ERS. None of them do. Oysen has the DRS. FNC Tom might send it here, but he doesn't send it. But Oysen goes wide again. The monster gets past my Iconic. Really slow for there. Hold up, verify a little bit. As Kieran also gets past Aiden. Could be another train here as CVT goes wide again. Did the exact same as what he did last night. But he gets on the curb. He's gonna make the move stick on CVT here up into P11. Goes the Alpine driver. But will he make the mistake? CVT is going to have a much better drive after if he turn 5 hairpin, but he doesn't have enough ERS. Aiden wide again through turn 8. Billy losing the rear though. Josh Ho now setting the fastest lap of 1:19.5. This is the fastest lap, so if anyone is actually interested. Not much drama really going on now. The closest on track is verifying the monster, I believe. So we just have to see who can make moves going down into turn 1. CVT, UKG and Aiden not making any moves yet. But the monster is going to get passed by Verify here. It's a much easier move than Verify expected. Kieran now was the fastest. Hang on. Oh, never mind. Yeah, we'll take the first one.
Kieran, if you're watching the stream, I'm sorry.
It's a brilliant recovery so far from Kieran. He's made up 5 positions in just as many laps. But Rig really pulling away here, 3.9 seconds ahead. But Fishy is also pushing here. The gap is ever decreasing. With Gleaming on the back of Fishy here, 4 tenths is the gap. Gleaming can keep it clean through the rest of his lap. He could have Fishy down the main straight. Josh Tomo now finds back again with another fastest lap of 1:19.1. But Fishy with 3 seconds. He's made a mistake. Gone a bit too wide. It really opens up a door for Gleaming as the monster now with a 3-second penalty. Gleaming sticking to the inside, hoping to get a much better drive. Fishy goes really wide there. I wouldn't be surprised if that's at least a warning for the man in his AlphaTauri debut race. Gleaming with the DRS. Both of them deploying as much ERS as they humanly can. But Gleaming, he's going to send it. No, he won't. He looks about it. He thinks about it. But Fishy goes wide again. If any of you are actually interested, these are drivers' warnings. So Rick has no warnings. Fishy has a penalty and 2 warnings. One more, and he'll be.
Kieran and DeMonster having a little bit of a fight now on the grid. I finally get to talk. Kieran, gonna make the overtake on DeMonster. It seems really imminent, going into the braking zone of the corner. Kieran down the inside. Lovely lunge there from Kieran. Squaring up to the backside of Verify. I don't think Verify will give him an easy time getting past him. And of course his teammate Gleaming, 0.6 seconds now behind Enon. So Alpha Martin, whatever the hell I'm trying to say.
Aiden spun!
Martin,
Aiden spun round!
Massive gains, and that's the yellow flag sector 2, and it's Aiden who spun, but the race will continue nonetheless. Kieran, as I said, I thought Verify would not give him any time. Seems like Kieran's already on the rear hind of Verify as we're going 0.2 seconds gap into there.
2 attempts Kieran with a much easier exit though. Aiden 3 seconds again. But this will be probably an easy move for the Aston Martin driver. Yep, breezing past the Mercedes driver. This might even open up the door for the monster. As Gleaming now gets 3 seconds. These are the penalties if anyone's interested. So, Fishy, Gleaming, Oisin, the monster, and Billy all on 3 seconds, and Aiden, the only driver this race to have 6 seconds. This position change if anyone is interested as well. So Rick is staying put here. But oh! We're completely missing this here! Here it goes! Is F&T somehow gets a 3 seconds. Oh, Konica nearly losing the rear there. Coming out of turn 8.
Kieran gone past Verify like a piece of butter on
the main straight.
Post. Kieran's going to be chasing FNCO Tom, but Rick's just got a really outstanding lead for this race. And
FNCO Tom nearly hits Konica there. If we watch this fight, Oisin, Konica and FNCO Tom. Apologies for talking so much, Cameron. It's either that or, you know, you're having problems and stuff. But yeah, this could be an easy move for Konica down the main straight. He's really gaining here. Really gaining. This could be a double position loss for Oisin. If FNCO Tom can get past down into turn 3, Oisin fights back on Konica down into turn 3. They nearly make contact. Argy-bargy there, 4v2 drivers, both using Mercedes engines. But Konica Oisin fighting back, none of them having any ERS to play with here. This is a really interesting battle, but they make contact again. They're really scrapping it out here. They want as many points as they can get in this championship. Remember, 1 DNF and your championship hopes could be over. But here comes Kieran on the back of this fight now. This is a brilliant fight. We're seeing fourth place here. Obviously, everyone getting points, no matter if you finish. See, Jamie will be disqualified though for finishing in an AI mode for driving AI, unless he can fix his Wi-Fi. As we watch, this could be the move for everyone on Oisin here, down the main straight. Oisin really deploying all of his ERS here just to stay as far ahead as humanly possible. But it's Gleaming into the pits now for... Is this a wing change or is it a mandatory pit stop?
Gleaming's taking his first mandatory pit stop, it seems, straight
Oisin,
into the medium compound.
FNCO Tom! Kieran's been hit again!
the monster on gains on verify, it seems. Although as soon as I say he's gaining gains, he's losing them just as quickly as he was allegedly gaining them. 0.5 seconds separate them now. Although Kieran is looking on Oislin, he's gone up really quickly from that incident with Tom, and Tom really hasn't recovered from that, and he's paired onto new softs as well, so maybe that wasn't the smartest decision in the long run, although probably mandatory. But he has gotten past Jammy, so I know Jammy pitted on lap 1 quite early on due to, I think, some front wing damage caused up in that collision. FNC of Tom and Kieran and Fishy all into the pit stops now, as Williams currently sitting 1-3 with both their drivers, with Mercedes going 2-4.
Kieran onto the medium compound of tyre here. FNC Tom back onto another set of softs here, and Fishy, I believe, onto the softs as well. So they're hoping to go soft and medium here, I believe. Aiden back up into 8th place now after his spin. But the monster on verify, actually. This will be an interesting battle for P4.
Verify on gains to the monster, of course, because I have to with JDM. But once again, I say people are gaining. If they stop losing their gain, it's a form of commentator's curse, really. It's just Verify losing out on the P4. Well, I said he got P4 and he loses out on it. It's just commentator's curse all over again. Gleaming now with his teammate Kieran.
Verify into the pits.
10 and 11.
So is Oislin.
As Verify and Oislin come into the pits for their assumably mandatory stop, or hopefully
Verify
soft,
onto
medium,
the hards.
soft.
Oislin
Verify onto the hards, and Oislin
much better
probably
stop from
going
Verify compared to Oislin. He has gained time there.
I'm here.
No, you won't.
FNCO Tom. Pardon?
Just keep moving.
Say that again. You've gone up twice in a row.
That's fine. Anyway, back to
FNCO Tom was on gains, but as soon as I was about to say that, he is
into the pits.
Into the pits, onto the medium compounds. Probably going for the suspected soft, medium, soft strategy. If we are going on the strategy of a 2-stop, although some going for a strategy of a 1, I think at the minute Verify.
Oh, CBT spun round!
That's a spun round CVT in the gravel.
No damage, however. It's really lucky for the harsh driver.
Kieran and Gleaming, there's quite a gap between them now, and Tom. I'm trying to get past Kieran, but this could lead to another accident if this continues into turn 1, as we saw at the start.
Oh no!
That's a yellow sector. It's an Alfa Romeo. It's the monster.
Round.
He's disqualified as well from going the wrong way round.
No,
so that's definitely just tough luck. When you're caught on that long grass, you have to go the wrong way, and if you go too long, then you're going to get disqualified.
I believe FNC Tom, he spun as well.
Slightly bugged out. No, Tom's fine. He's still behind Kieran.
Oh, he's really slow.
But he does pick up a 3-second time penalty for multiple track limit warning. But other than that, the grid's mostly separated by about a second. We're not going to see a lot of DRS happening, and if we are, it's going to be in turn 1.
Yeah, we could see Gleaming getting past.
I was about to say that.
great minds think alike. Kieran fastest lap, 1:18.8. Fastest lap anyone of these days, the fastest everywhere. Oh, it's Jammy getting in the way there. See the back marker of Jammy.
Gleaming gets past Aiden,
I think Aiden
spins out. He's going past the lap car of Jammy.
Jammy is going to hold up Aiden here. Jammy's hit Aiden!
Flags.
Aiden's hit Jammy! Oh no.
There's a collision there, I believe, between Aiden and Jammy.
Not much,
of course,
he's very lucky to not
getting in the way. Not going to be running so well from that. Kieran comes through, waved by, probably from Aiden, and the best buddies, or there was a challenge put up due to damage restraints. Kieran now still chasing his teammate of Gleaming, who will probably lead him through. But no, I think Gleaming's going to lead him through the top 4. And CVT picks up 3 seconds worth of penalties due to multiple track limit warning. FNCO Tom goes over Aiden as he pits.
Front wing change here. Oh god, I believe this is a front wing change for...
They're in the pits, so I'm assuming it's a front wing change for Aiden.
No wing change. Mandatory pit stop for Aiden.
Mandatory pit stop.
Josh Tomo might get past, and if Aiden can get out quick enough... Yep, Josh Tomo gets past.
Tom goes past.
I'd say not
Tom
by
closing...
much,
FNCO Tom closing that gap, though, to the rest of the grid.
Kieran also really
done well to come back, but Kieran definitely doing it a lot faster off the start, probably because of less sustained damage, and that's a yellow flag, and if I'm to guess, it's FNCO Tom.
Sorry, not Tomo. You know what I mean.
I suspect it's for FNCO Thomas there is to verify and...
Oh no, he's spun again! Oh no, he's hit Jammy!
FNCO Tom 5 second time penalty, severe collision, but his tyres are so warm.
Well, he's going to make his best attempt to stay out of the way of his brother here.
But
Aiden's going to get here. Aiden's going to get here.
Yeah, out of the way, but FNCO Tom's off the track. 5 second time penalties for multiple warnings, especially 5 seconds, 3 seconds.
Oh!
And Tom spun again!
Nearly hits Aiden
That's the thing. That's the thing with Portimao. Once your tyres are really warm, you essentially need to get new ones just because of how worn down they're going to get, because you're going to keep spinning.
Oh, he's gone again!
Tom spins again.
The poor guy.
Definitely coming into the pit lane. It's
definitely coming in.
It's not even a choice at this point. He has to come into the pit lane.
Jammy actually has damage from that crash.
And I think he might even have a puncture. No, he doesn't have a puncture. His tyre just a bit flat spotted.
Just graining.
But yes.
So closest now is Gleaming and Kieran for 5th position. I reckon. Oh, that's CBT! Spun round and into the wall. Very unfortunate not to have damage there. But round the final 2 times goes Kieran and Gleaming. Definitely going to let his teammate through, I reckon. Gleaming is. He's going to give him DRS for as long as humanly possible. Down this straight and the back straight.
Yeah, Kieran making big gains and Gleaming, and that's going to turn into a bigger gap as soon as I say that. Of course it does. Of course, these two will probably lead each other through the top lot of the pack. There'll be some blue flags being waved for the back markers now. Josh Tomo comes into the pits for a mandatory pit stop, since he is since well, not the start of the race, but since his semi-mandatory pit stop from the lap 1 collision.
Josh Tomo could go onto the hard and go to the end.
Well, he hasn't, because he's on the medium compound.
He could still go to the end, just hoping for a safety car.
Just have hit about half this now.
Half distance.
As I think CVT is actually going to get him on the pit lane exit, and he does.
CVT goes off the track and
got
doing
really
it.
wide.
This could be some team orders coming into the play from Aston Martin here as CVT's bend it.
Rick goes up past NSR, going into second. Don't know. Oh yes, he pitted.
Yeah, team orders
Rick
coming
from
through.
his pit stop. Healing up. The two Alpha Martins, Aston Martins, swapping around positions. NSR pick up the 3-second time penalty for multiple warning because the yellow flag for a slow moving car, but that is because of blue flags, procedures.
Oh, the poor
NSR
guy's
looking
gone
to
again.
gain back on.
Oh, CVT's lost his wing! This has to be a VSC, there's a lot of debris there. A lot of debris. Ocean now laughing. CVT, I guess he's stuck with me again.
Gleaming just trying to stay on the rear of Kieran, I think.
There
Right
definitely
here,
be some
them
team orders for Aston.
just
Pulley
them two going for a fling shot up through 2-1, probably just trying to get past all the field, and probably going to end up seeing a lot of team play coming from these two, as it's definitely going to be revolving around whether or not Slingshot backing up into first. Although from qualifying we saw both the Williams were rather close to each other, although Oisling sitting down in P7 currently, not very close to his teammate. Of course, I think the closer you are to your situation is the better, because you can coordinate something to defend against the two Aston Martins, but of course the Alpine, you've got one P11, one P3. Alpha Tauris, you've got one P4 and one P10. CVT gets 5 seconds for speeding in the pit lane, but retires. Back to my listing. Williams is 2 and a 7, and of course Mercedes, P1 and P8. So they're really spread out. They can't arrange any strategies to counteract the two Aston Martins. So they just gotta hope that everyone around them cooperates. Well then, lots of just time gaining happening now. We're at the midway point where all of the cars are just trying to gain some time to one another, but of course, the closest cars would, would be the reason Kieran and Gleaming, or their imminent team play that's going to lead them up into the higher positions, although I think there are some blue flags being laid.
Just remember, there's still pit stops to go. Still more pit stops.
Yes, there's still more pit stops, but we're at that phase of the strategies of the pit stops where everyone's just getting their time. But, they're all sieved out, but when the pit stops come around again, then that's when things are going to start happening. And I think we're not too far away unless they don't want to go on to another set of mediums. They want to go on to another set of softs. They wait a few more laps, although the softs will last for 13 laps.
Oh no! Jammy's the only turning in on F0 Tom there. Oh no! It's a bit dangerous.
Blue flag there. That will be.
We're gonna see if Jammy's AI gets out of the way. Oh, never mind, they got past. NSR, Billy and Fishy are both into the pits. So who goes onto a what's here?
Strategies now.
Billy onto the soft compound of the
onto the soft compound, and
Fishy onto the medium.
Fishy onto medium, because he is yet to change compound. So it is going to soft sprint from NSR.
Very lucky for Farrell slotting in between the two cars coming out of the pits, but he's going to have warmer tyres, is verifying. Hopefully to get Billy down the back straights. He's not going to be able to manage it though. So the closest on track now is Oisin to Jammy, but Jammy gets out of the way. Very good from the air. Kid into the pits for a soft compound tyre. That will drop him all the way back. Oh, he's sat in the pit. He was sat in the box. That's going to drop him all the way back to maybe even Pete. Maybe even behind Oisin, as FNT Tom now gets another 3-second penalty. This might even drop him behind Jammy's AI. Oh no, unless he does it.
No. But yes, Connor Kid, stopping for a mandatory soft sprint, of course, if you can do a soft sprint till the end, so soft, medium, soft, or medium, soft, soft, or medium, medium, soft, or any combination where you end on the soft compound tyre is going to be the people who are better off here. Verify will lose out to Aiden if he decides to stop again, but it's all just down to of course, you want to end on the soft, but you want to have enough time to switch on to the softs.
Closest now is Verify on Fishy here, really gaining the time. Is Verify, obviously. Fresher tyres for Fishy, but more warmer tyres for the Mercedes of Verify. So we'll have to see what he can do. Fishy going wide there through turn 12 and into turn 13. It's Billy says the fastest lap. Getting the helpful tow from Jammy there actually. Jammy's AI. Giving him a very helpful tow.
And what did I say? The two Alpha Martins, Aston Martins, fought through the pack, although to be fair, most of them pitted. But they've also got a pit if they want to move on to the faster stint. So they've got to move on to another compound, but I think it's going to be Gleaming first, if he is on the older tyres, and then it will be Kieran, although, do they have to stop? Yes, probably, but do they want to stop? No, because I think they might be able to hold out until Rick goes, although I think Rick will be going soon after them, but are we going to see it? Pit lane lunge yet? No, we're not. They're going to go on for a little bit longer, it seems. Which is fair enough. I mean, they have a bit of time to work with. They're only on 13 lap old mediums. We've seen some older ones this race. But Connor Kid, 118.440. Those soft compounds we saw NSR pick up the fastest lap. They're on the rise now. There's soft compounds coming back up for their the lot of time they lost during the pit stops, so they've really got to be careful now. Kieran and Glee, Boyslin and Rick for the possibility of a long undercut, and they've got to think about getting the move done soon.
Hi, I'm back. I'm actually seeing here Kieran is actually losing fuel. Going into the yellow here on the fuel. So
I am seeing that too, but I didn't point it out.
He might run out of fuel.
Yeah.
Hey, you never know.
You might run out of fuel. You don't have a pit stop, so...
Good point. He could go to the end though. He could do. He's gaining on Rick a little bit.
There's no point going to the end, I think.
I mean, he may as well. Rick's got to stop again.
They wait till they feel Rick's going to pit, they undercut Rick.
Yeah, because Rick's been on this since up 13. So he might have to pit again, will Rick? Closest now is Oisin and Conakid.
Oh. Don't drink. Oh well. Aiden's into
Oh yeah,
Team
Aiden is the
Conakid.
pits, I didn't notice that. On
really
to
close on the behind of
Command
Oisin.
of
Finally,
six.
some fighting
Command of
about to
soft
occur. Of course, like I said earlier, these soft compounds are just going to come back to the time game lost during the pit stop. And that is what we're about to see, probably, as Conakid's going to overtake Oisin, and then after that, Oisin will probably dive into the
We
pits
mean
for a set
catching
of
back up
softs
to Kieran
himself.
here. I think this is a team order from Oliveira. Hopefully to just get their boys to
Just to get them
Game
the
back up.
DRS range.
yeah.
There we
Oisin
go.
past Conakid. Sorry, Conakid past
Conakid over
Oisin.
Oisin. As expected. FNCO Tom comes into the pit for a set of softs, most likely. I see no point in pitting for any other compound.
It's your team, Cameron, you should know.
I don't make the call about their pit stops, they make their own calls.
Yeah.
But, oh, that was a lot of penalties there. Fishy Valentine, though, picking up some. Can't tell who else picked up some.
Only
there, but,
two
someone else did.
drivers on no penalties. Obviously, Jamie's going to be as well, but he's an AI. Oh, it was Rick that got a penalty. Rick.
Won't be helping him if this fight gets any closer. And speaking of getting closer, Gleaming's gone over Kieran. But, that will be mad. Okay, I will show the penalty. And it is 3-3-9-3-6-6-9. Nice, 9-3-6-9.
Nice.
Although Jamie is going to be here.
Not really much going on now.
As I said, some drivers still need to pit, so it's all up to
Yeah,
whether or
Rick
not
might
they
have to pit again. Oh wait, Gleaming got past Kieran.
Yeah, I said this.
I didn't notice that. Thank you. Anyway. Again, not much really happening. Fishy gaining on Billy, but losing the time straight after.
Yeah, like I said, it's that point in the race again where it's just everything slows down a little bit, although we finally have some DRS action, which isn't the towing after Aston 9s. It's Fishy Valentine on NSR.
Oh yeah, so it is. Fishy definitely going to get past Billy down towards turn 5. Obviously heavy braking turn 5 as the DRS can really play a crucial part. But he fakes outside. Will he actually stay the outside? Yes, he will. He doesn't get the better drive for it. Billy actually does on the soft compounded tyre. Yeah.
Could see
It's
a
a nice
lunge
helmet,
into this
Billy
corner.
does, actually. It's a nice little helmet he does.
Death corner. They both live.
With Liv Patel. Patel. Fishy,
Hard
12
strategy.
seconds of penalties now.
Ooh, 12 seconds for Fishy, not going to be helping him much.
I mean,
By
as long as
passing
he doesn't.
NSR. But verify also the hard strategy not working out for him. I think the softs were the way to go, but I think Rick, Gleaming, and Kieran are trying to pinpoint where Rick's going to pit, but it's so hard to tell. As we're having Fishy go up the straight, does get the position over NSR, but it's just...
Oh, and NSR spun round!
NSR is spun
Good
round,
save, though.
as I see.
Is that contact?
Nonetheless,
there,
it wasn't really going to help him that much, because he has how many seconds of penalties? Like 12 seconds of penalties.
Yeah, and NSR only has 6, so as long as he stays within 6 seconds, he'll still stay P6. So I believe there's about 5 laps to go. Someone just full race update, please.
Okay, I will try. 5 laps to go. 5 laps to go. Kieran and Gleaming are trying to gain on Rick, and they're trying to. Oh yeah, another 3-second penalty for NSR there, but they're trying to pinpoint.
Jammy's gonna get in the way.
If he does pit, and I hear that Jammy's getting in the way,
he might.
He pulls
he
aside.
nearly hits Kieran. That was very close.
But I don't think Gleaming will be catching Rick anytime soon unless Rick decides to pit. Although,
or makes a mistake.
The mediums could last.
Ooh, very good save there.
But I mean, Rick's mediums will probably last, but the question is, are Kieran's and Gleaming's tires gonna last? Because, of course, they were trying to, at one point, at least definitely, trying to say, when's Rick pitting? Because we're gonna wait for him to pit. But now it's like, okay, he hasn't pitted, and I don't think he will, so we can't pit. But we've got to be careful on our tires. Connor Kid behind us, and yes, Connor Kid.
Gleaming needs to slow down, otherwise Kieran may be overtaken.
Connor Kid is about to
Gleaming really needs to slow down here to give Kieran the DRS. He's really close between the 3 drivers here. Gleaming really just trying to make good use of the DRS and just try to pull his teammate along. No moves going to be made. But Oisin is also gaining. You can see him just coming up.
Oh yeah,
you can see him just going down the press.
Chronic is
not going to be enough for 3 laps here. To go.
The Aston Martin could actually, if they're not careful, lose out on a double podium here.
Yeah. For the interviews, do you want me to just do like P3 and you can do P2 and 1? Oh! Connor Kid really late send on Kieran there.
Oh, yeah.
It was a very late send.
Late send, definitely. I
love that we were just talking about the interviews and then Connor Kid says
yes, Connor Kid.
He heard us.
Trying to get past, but that's the risk Aston Martin's at now. And Kieran's fuel light's still yellow.
He'll make it. That's 3 laps. He'll make it.
Gleaming's just got to try and pull Kieran through and away. Connor Kid. If they were that desperate, if they're that desperate, they figure out who's better defending and then drop them behind. But the moves might be made down the main straight, though I think they definitely will be. Connor Kid not gaining as much as he thought I would. But Kieran just closing the gap to Gleaming, but I think that's what they want. They want to be first, the most want to be close so they could get the slingshot and get past and away from Connor Kid, slowly but surely. Connor Kid low on the ERS department, Kieran on 30% and Gleaming only on the same as Connor Kid, only about 10%. If anything, you'd be wanting Kieran to be defending right now, and that is what he's doing.
Rick is just absolutely streaking away. He's had such a comfortable race. He's nearly led every single lap here. Has Rick.
Connor Kid tried to go for a late run through that same corner as he did before, but
trust me, late lunges into turn, I believe, 10. Yeah, they don't work. You can take that experience from me. Trying to overtake shots yesterday.
Corner kids are really less than a car's length. It's between them two now.
Look, Kieran definitely having a better exit out of the final turn.
There might actually be a move down the main straight. It's 0.1 second. It's 1/10 between them.
Yeah, but Connor Kid has no ERS to play with her. So Gleaming is going to help his teammate along here because Kieran obviously has. Oh no, Gleaming! Oh no, Gleaming's made a mistake!
Gleaming's gone
That's
wide.
very
This
crucial.
Is really,
Kieran is really going to need to force.
here.
That's very crucial. But Connor Kid doesn't have the DRS.
By.
Nor does Kieran. Gleaming's the only one in this train with the DRS. Gleaming thinking about making a late launch. He makes it. Does he make the mistake? Kieran slowing down. Connor Kid obviously for his teammate here.
No. Gleaming. This is crucial for Aston Martin to get this right because it could really going to deny them a lot of points. And of course, we're halfway through the season. With the team changes, a lot of the points are moved over.
Kieran really trying to hold up Connor Kid for his teammate. He's going to do absolutely anything and everything he can. But that is who is that? Oh, that's FNTO Tom again!
FNTO Tom spun around, but Gleaming manages
Rick starting the final lap now.
Connor Kid's in P2, Kieran and
that might actually be, no, that might have been done on purpose there for the two Astons. Because just remember, they're going to have DRS now, aren't they? Connor Kid's got no ERS, they're going to have DRS.
Gleaming has no ERS either, they both have no ERS.
Just remember that Kieran will actually be able to hold up Connor Kid though. Oh, FNTO Tom's gone again, you can't help but feel bad for
Gleaming is not far behind.
Gleaming's got one more opportunity to make the mistake. Connor Kid is the back of Kieran! This could be very, very crucial here. Connor Kid wider than Gleaming. This will be very, very crucial. Kieran is going to need to do everything he can for his teammate Gleaming here.
Go for a lunge here, really, but he can't.
Connor Kid's going to need to make a very, very big mistake. Be very crucial. Even Oisin is now gaining on all three drivers, but Gleaming, this has just gone. No, no, you can't. Kieran really needs to hold up Connor Kid here.
This isn't Gleaming. This is a Williams. There we go. I said I was on Gleaming, but I was looking at a Williams.
Yeah.
Gleaming. No, undeniably.
Kieran really slowing Connor Kid down. He's going to try and force him off. Connor Kid round the outside of Kieran. He doesn't make the mistake. He's got one more opportunity to make this move. Connor Kid one more time. Kieran has to make Connor Kid gets another 3 seconds for his teammate Gleaming. But it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Oh, you can't help but feel bad for Gleaming. Unless, Kieran P2, Connor Kid P3, and Gleaming P4. Oisin P5. Henhon P6 for now, unless we can see, obviously NSR, will he get the position on, does he? No, he won't. 2 seconds the gap. Verify crossing the line now to finish. But by Josh Tomo, who's just finishing Sector 2, FNTO Tom and Aiden. Jamie finishes, he's going to be disqualified though. So, yeah. So FNTO Tom and Josh Tomo and Aiden next ones to cross the line. I will invite Rick, Kieran and Connor Kid to the party.
Undeniable from the start, I'd say. It was just that really unlucky collision with Josh and Kieran, but Kieran manages to hold it to P2, but sadly Gleaming just loses out to Connor Kid, who just takes the opportunity that he was given. Makes it well, so congratulations to all three of them for getting the podium, and of course it's sad for the other guy who can't make it, but your grid is, well, your finishing is as follows for now. Rick in P1 with an outstanding drive for Williams. Kieran P2 trying to play the team game of Aston Martin, and Connor Kid taking the opportunity he was given, taking Ladies, and the rest is as follows: Gleaming P4, Oislin P5, Verified P6, Fishy P7, NSR Billy P8, Josh Tomo P9, Aiden P10, FNC Tom P11, Jammy P12, CBT P13, and Dim Monster himself P14, although Jammy will not be finishing 12. But that is the, he will be disqualified for racing as an AI for the race, and I see that Rick has joined us. Just give us a few seconds, Rick.
Welcome, Rick. Welcome, Kieran.
Welcome, Kieran. Just give us a few seconds, mate.
Okay.
Just trying to wait for Corner Kid for the final one. So.
We'll see if Corner Kid joins us.
He might not. You just have to wait and see.
There he is.
Welcome, Corner Kid. Welcome.
Hello, hello. Alright, JD, you take P3 for me, mate.
Alright. So, Corner Kid, we'll begin with you. So, for starters, good qualifying. How did it feel? Three tyre choice though, so it's got to have been a good thing. It's everything else. So, the race start was alright. How did it really feel for the entire race?
Yeah, decent start. On the mediums anyway to get past a few of the soft runners, and then I just carried on from there really, and the alternative strategy was the main thing that helped me really. I decided to bring it out to, I think, was it like 20 or 20 something? The mediums were on fire, but once I got into the soft then, I left the chance.
Well, obviously, the costly mistake for Gleaming in the end, really opening up the door for a podium. Yeah, very crucial from Gleaming. But at the end of the day, good driving from all of you today. So congratulations on P3.
Well then, we'll move to P2 then. Kieran, I have a few questions, but of course your race was quite an eventful one, but you've come across the line position too. How do you feel?
Good, you know, finished where I started, so I mean I can't really complain about that one. Nothing gained, nothing lost. Although I'd like to do a bit of gaining, to be honest, but yeah, Rick had the upper hand today.
Yeah, let's just say it's better than the first half of the season.
Yeah.
But there's improvement on the way, is what I'm trying to say. Of course, we'll go in chronological order, shall we? Lap 1, you and Josh Tomo into turn 1, side-by-side collision, ex-teammates. What's your immediate takes on that?
Well, just to be honest,
I'll try not to swear.
I had a bad start off the line because cold tyres, because there was quite a few drivers backing up the field and it took them ages to get to the grid. And then that caused me to have cold tyres, plus being on the dirty side of the track for the start. You know, gave me a lot of spin. And down into turn 1, then you know your tyres don't heat up straight away, and yeah, I kind of did understeer. Being such a sharp corner, you know, and so tight on the exit as well, you can't really go through there side by side, and yeah, the immediate thing happened with I mean, I don't think that we got any damage, both of us, from the initial contact.
I think Josh got some front wing damage. Because he
I noticed as I went back on. I noticed as I went back on the track, another car actually clipped his front as he went back on.
Oh yeah,
Another car
barrier. So, yeah, I don't think I gave him any damage, but I do apologise. It was a difficult situation, so yeah, I apologise for that.
Yeah, and then of course, you and Gleaming were playing the team game towards like the middle-ish point of the race. You were just trying to stay behind one another, but then of course, as we saw at the... Oh, go on then.
Yeah, I kind of fueled my car a lot less than other people.
Yeah, we noticed.
So I had to really try and save that, which I've never ever done in a league race before. And to be honest, it was quite good because just as I went over the line, I got low fuel mode. So also Gleaming's tyres were on like 90% at the end of the race, I believe. Mine were on 80. So it was very close getting to the end.
Yeah. I'm gonna say, you and Gleaming, you were playing a team game and you were waiting, I assume, for Rick. At one point you were waiting for Rick to pit, and then I think you came to the realization of, I don't think he's going to pit. Yeah. And then you had to try and stay out on those tyres, but you were about 3 or 4 laps above Rick's tyre age, so it was a lot harder for you lot. So
we would have preferred to stay out like we did, because the drivers behind, they would have overtook us, and it would just be a massive like kerfuffle trying to get back through them. So we'd prefer to be a lot safer and not take as much risks with like damage and stuff. So I'm happy with today P2 and
then that tyre wear then led on to another mishap. Well, not you mishap, but Gleaming at the end of the race. You had a little bit of a panic, it seems, with Connor Kid. But how were you like screaming your heads off during that situation much?
I was disappointed. Not disappointed in Gleaming, but disappointed that it had happened, because I made the same mistake in Season 2 and it actually inherited Gleaming the win. So, I've seen it all before, I've done it all before, and...
Equality.
It happened, so...
Yeah.
Just happy with the end result, to be honest, to get good points and charge Aston Martin in the field.
Yeah, I mean, 2 and 4 is nothing to shake a stick at, so congratulations, and it seems you moved to Aston's going well.
Thanks.
So then, I'll take Rick as well then. So Rick, P1, Rick, how was that for you?
I'm really happy with the result after some bad races. Take the win again. It's really gives a lot of motivation to get back in the the constructors fight and maybe even the drivers championship. Yeah,
Williams didn't have the best. I think the best first few races, but you started to get a bit better going towards the end of the first half of the season, and this is a strong start for you guys, it seems. And of course, unlike Kieran and Connor Kid, you had quite a quiet race. You got off a really good start. You did your pit stops, and you had a few battles on track. But other than that, towards like the last 10 laps, you just sort of led. So not a lot to comment on. Do you have anything you want to like comment on that maybe we didn't quite catch?
No, not really. I was really not prepared very well, because I didn't know the strategy. I was just doing what Kieran was doing, and it was really tricky with the tires and fuel at the end. Had to save a bit. But...
Yeah, of course. I think they were trying to do you, and then you were trying to do them, and it was just sort of like, well, we can't like do that, and then you both sort of waited a bit too long, and it was like, well, great, now neither of us can pit, so we just sort of got to like go and manage the tyre game now. But you made it across the line. The tyres didn't explode, so congratulations. Yeah, I mean, I think next week is round 8, so I would know and check the thingy, but...
It's Canada, I think.
Oh, yes, Canada. Sorry, I love Canada.
Yeah, it is.
How do you feel about Canada, Rick?
I don't think I've ever done a league race there this game.
Yeah, that may or may not be my doing. I might have slipped Canada in there.
It's everyone's doing. We all like Canada. If you don't like Canada, we probably don't like you.
But I think it's an interesting race. It's reminiscent of a street circuit, so I like that about it. But of course, yeah, your take is that you've never done it before, so I guess it's all learning. It's a learning curve, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, congratulations to the P1, Rick. Williams coming back at it seems. And I would like to thank everybody for tuning in today. Oh, by the way, Kieran and Rick, you're free to leave, by the way. I'd like to thank everyone for tuning in. I'd like to thank the drivers for watching the stream. I'd like to thank everyone watching the stream. I'd like to thank the drivers for participating. And I will later, and I'll see you. I think it's next week.
Yeah, next week.
Yeah, I'll see you next week. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye, guys.